his statement, and I now give the floor to the distinguished representative of Sri Lanka. You have the floor.
Thank you, Madam Chair, for giving me the floor. My delegation aligns with the statements by Indonesia delivered on behalf of the non-aligned movement and would wish to make this statement in our national capacity. Madam Chair, romanticizing the peaceful uses of outer space is undoubtedly about capturing its mystery, beauty, and the sense of infinite possibility it offers. Outer space undoubtedly holds mysteries beyond our understanding, evoking the thrill of discovering the unknown, as well as the idea that there is always something more to explore, just like in romance. It is therefore no surprise that since the advent of civilization, the sky and the realms beyond have always allured us humans. It is for this reason that the Outer Space Treaty of 1967 begins with the words, quote, "inspired by the great prospects opening up before mankind as a result of man's entry into outer space," close quotes. Now, this opening phrase, Madam Chair, reflects a vision that emphasizes the potential benefits and opportunities that space exploration offers to humanity, recognizes the human advancement, unity and cooperation, ethical considerations, and the preservation of space. By referencing the words, quote, "the great prospects," the treaty underscores the importance of conducting activities in space with the intention of benefiting all of humanity, rather than for military or territorial claims. The wording is meant to inspire a sense of shared purpose and responsibility as humanity ventures into space, setting a positive and collaborative tone for international space law. It is for this reason that we recognize outer space as mankind's common heritage. Sri Lanka's approach to the deliberations on outer space has always been premised on the principle that the exploration and use of outer space should be exclusively for peaceful purposes and for the benefit of all peoples. In today's world, our modern lifestyles are inextricably interwoven with the utilization of space technologies such as satellites for communication, navigation, predicting weather patterns, and a host of other activities. It is for this reason that Sri Lanka rejects any doctrine that categorizes outer space as an arena for armed conflict or the next battlefield. Such militaristic doctrines will not only pit spacefaring nations against each other, but pose dangerous consequences for the whole of humanity. We underscore the need for total compliance with the existing arms limitation and disarmament agreements relevant to outer space, including bilateral agreements, and with the existing legal regime concerning the use of outer space. Madam Chair, Sri Lanka underlines the need for the Conference on Disarmament to begin substantive negotiations on a legally binding instrument, multilaterally verifiable treaty on the prevention of an arms race in outer space, and calls for an early establishment of a working group in this regard. Sri Lanka is pleased to, once again, jointly present with Egypt the annual resolution on Pieris, which deals with the subject, and call for the support of all delegations. Sri Lanka also notes the draft treaty on the prevention of the placement of weapons in outer space, the threat or use of force against outer space objects, the PPWT, presented jointly by Russia and China in the Commission for Disarmament on the 12th of February 2008, and the updated in 2014, which my delegation believes could provide a solid base for negotiations. Sri Lanka therefore welcomes the consensual adoption on the 16th of August 2024 of the report of the governmental experts on the substantive elements of a legally binding instrument on the prevention of an arms race in outer space, established under General Resolution 77/250. This, we believe, is important progress and provides a key opportunity to advance further practical measures for the prevention of an arms race in outer space, and a good basis for further negotiations towards a legally binding instrument. Sri Lanka also notes that the continuing discussion relating to TCBMs for the responsible behavior of states in outer space, including at the open-ended working group on reducing space threats through norms, rules, and principles, and the 23 Disarmament Commission While TCBMs contribute to reducing mistrust and enhancing safety in outer space, we reiterate that they cannot be a substitute for a legally binding instrument on Pieris. Needless to say, outer space chair offers vast potential for peaceful uses that can benefit humanity, support global security, and foster international collaboration. Space exploration has helped us understand fundamental questions about the universe, including the origins of galaxies, stars, and the planets, as well as the search for extraterrestrial life. Missions by NASA, NSA, and other space agencies advance our scientific knowledge through telescopes, space probes, and planetary rovers. By exploring planets and moons and asteroids, we again have insights into the composition of celestial bodies. Satellites play a crucial role in monitoring Earth's climate, tracking temperature changes, greenhouse gas levels, polar ice coverage, and deforestation. Satellites are also used to monitor natural disasters, providing real-time data on events like hurricanes, wildfires, floods, and earthquakes. Space-based communication systems have enabled us global connectivity, facilitating internet, television, and radio broadcasts worldwide. Satellite networks support a variety of applications in navigation, transportation, and emergency measures. The Global Positioning System and other satellite navigation systems, like Europe's Galileo and Russia's GLONASS, provide precise location data for various purposes. Satellite navigation aids in managing supply chains, optimizing routes for shipping, and improving agriculture practices through precision farming, which enhances crop yield and sustainability. Then we also have the International Space Station and other space labs, which provide a unique microgravity environment for experiments in biology, physics, and material sciences. Experiments on the ISS have contributed, we will remember, to medical research, including insights into human physiology, muscle atrophy, and bone density loss. Satellites also monitor water resources for us, enabling better management of fresh water supplies and tracking ocean levels. While still in development, space mining could one day perhaps provide access to rare materials from asteroids and other celestial bodies. We have, in the area of global security peacekeeping, we have arms control treaty verifications, disaster relief and humanitarian aid, collaborative missions, peaceful development in frameworks. We drive technology and advancement by space research, and we also encourage STEM education. So through these peaceful uses, space becomes a domain that serves humanity's best interests, enabling scientific progress, enhancing global security, and inspiring a shared vision of discovery and cooperation. Permit me to conclude by hastening to observe that just as we have created a multitude of ills on this planet, from nuclear weapons to climate change, that places us in peril of our very existence, let us leave no opportunity for unsustainable behavior in outer space or other celestial bodies. We owe this peremptory obligation to ourselves and our future generations as trustees of this planet. Can we then, I ask the question, resolve to use it for peaceful purposes and recognize that space is fundamentally a place of separation and distance, which can echo feelings of yearning and of longing? That space can be depicted as a mirror for emotions, black holes representing deep passion or mystery, nebulae embodying the vibrant intensity of life, or a starry night signifying hope in the dark. That outer space is a solitary place, but it's also beautiful and involves finding beauty in peaceful exploitation, reflecting the idea that even in solitude we can find something breathtaking, like a single planet growing alone in the dark, that it creates a feeling of universal connection, hinting that we are never truly alone, even in the vastness of space, that the vastness of space reflects boundless human imagination and the dreams we dare to pursue. Thank you.
Doy las gracias al distinguido.
I thank the distinguished Ambassador of Sri Lanka for his